Hello, I'm Cecil Bates.
And I'm William Rhodes.
Join us as we tour this grand Queen Anne style Victorian at 412 East Park Avenue.
Please, let's begin. Here, Cecil.
Thank you. The hardwood flooring here at 412 East Park Avenue is indeed original Georgia pine.
The pine industry was a large and important part of Savannah, Georgia's early economy.
Indeed.
Indeed, Cecil.
Savannah, Georgia's early economy grew up largely around the industries of its port on the Savannah River. River Street, initially strictly a working zone, was set down from the remainder of the city by a tall bluff.
The bluff segmented the working area from the rest of the growing city's bustle. Savannah's largest exports at the time were cotton and, of course, Georgia pine, two agricultural resources in great demand around the country and, indeed, the world.
This house at 412 East Park Avenue, which was indeed once 412 East New Houston Street at the time of its construction, was built in the Queen Anne style, a very popular style that was quickly moving its way across America at the end of the 19th and early 20th century.
In 1894, Henry J. Turner purchased Lot 93 for $650. Within the year, he had constructed this house for he and his family for a mere $2,000. Henry S. Turner, not pictured here, with his wife Margaret, also not pictured here, was at the time of his home's construction in the employ of the Savannah Building Supply Company, serving as their secretary and treasurer.
While the house was likely one of Mr. Turner's crowning achievements, his fortune did not prevail. Unfortunately, Mr. Turner would die just at the turn of the century, a mere half-decade after the completion of his home. All the same, the home stayed in the family for at least 2 more years before the last of his kin, a grown son, relocated further north in Savannah to East Jones Street.
Despite the Turner family's relatively early departure from the home that bears their name, the house has remained largely intact throughout the intervening century. There have, however, been certain alterations and updates which Henry himself was, tragically, never able to enjoy.
As we've noted, certain elements of this structure have changed since its construction, though many elements are still very much original. However, the area in which we are now standing once contained a wraparound porch that extended back in this direction, coming off of this porch which still stands today. In fact, Cecil and I have noticed that in the area at which this porch was removed, the raised basement of this brick construction was changed, as is revealed in the two-tone color of this brick. In this lighter area, we have the space in which this porch once extended and ran backwards.
Typical of the Queen Anne style, we can see these 3-sided projecting bay windows. If we look above it, we can see rounded brackets that support the cornice, which is decorated by ornamental dentils, also typical of the Queen Anne style in the late 1800s.
Along with other characteristic features of the Queen Anne style, this house has shingled siding, which is still visible on the east-facing facade right here. While our speculation suggests that more of the house was once covered in the same shingled siding, it is now evident that much of this has been replaced by the standard clapboard siding that covers the rest of the house at present.
Maps dating from the time of construction tell us that there was once an east-facing porch in the back of the house, as there was once the wraparound in the front. We can see now that as renovations have been made to the house, the porch was closed off in favor of more interior space. Inside, the laundry room and dining room now encompass the entire area of the pre-existing port.
As Cecil and I strolled down the lane parallel to Park Avenue, we were surprised and intrigued by the current state of Leeward and the surrounding neighborhood. Many homes have been refurbished towards their former glory, while still maintaining much of their original form.
Others, however, like 412 East Park, could use more work. According to local wisdom, this particular area of Savannah has enjoyed the beginning of a revival, largely due to the influx of students from the local and duly impressive Savannah College of Art and Design.
We do hope that you've enjoyed this latest,
and may we say greatest,
installment of Adventures in Architecture with me, William Rhodes, and my esteemed and always jovial colleague,
Cecil Bates. We do hope that you've enjoyed
and learned much from
our little jaunt to Savannah, Georgia. Until next time, I'm Cecil Bates, and this is my esteemed and always jovial colleague,
William Rhodes. Wishing you a prosperous and architecturally sound week.